I think we're live, although I bet you YouTube's a little bit delayed. Hey guys, this is Gomon Andrew for another, a hobby hour live stream, just lunchtime live stream over here for us on a Tuesday. So whoever's
Forces
watching
me
this,
to do some hobby.
yeah, exactly. That's what we call it.
It's
If
good.
we do this once a week, it makes us do a bit more. Yeah.
Yeah.
So just let us know if you are watching once you get this. Hopefully we'll see your comments. I don't know. We're both doing a little bit of actual hobby, I think, which is cool. Some stuff. So I'll bring up mine. But how's things, mate? Today you've had an easy day. I've been on meetings all morning.
Yeah, no, not too bad today. I was busy yesterday. But yeah, no, I'll be good. I was this is the problem. I start reading little comments and stuff, and I started leaning back towards the vamps, and I'm like,
after
just
our
finish
podcast chat, or
the
just in
war.
general?
Yeah. No, just in general. It's just like looking at a few lists, and they're like, oh, the good thing about vamps is you can bring you don't have to bring your dragon as much, and they're like talking about you can do the old school attrition with the vamps. And I was like, oh yeah, I was like, maybe I should try that, because I think last time you kicked my butt, and I was like, oh, I don't think it's that easy. But then other people are like, yeah, no.
Yeah, but I reckon you had some pretty souped up characters, but I reckon you didn't go overboard with like the whole leadership debuff wailing dirge, which you can do, obviously.
Yeah.
But pretty dangerous if you do take a balls to the wall type list. I'll look at it.
Yeah, well, it's sort of like what you've got, as in like if you take skeletons just in large numbers, maybe not that huge horde that you were talking about, like as in like you could trial that, of course, but
but you're not going to do 100 and something. But
yeah.
So what are you thinking though? Like how big?
Not big blocks, just lots of blocks, and just have lots of res, lots of zombies, maybe lots of skeletons, and then just a couple of big units of graveguard and ghouls. Just not bit like as in like similar to 20 odd.
Well, yeah, I mean, do you get? I can't remember. Yeah, Plasma David painting bases. Yeah. Well, it's we'll probably
get to it, David. Get to it.
Let's.
It's like me.
You'll probably see it on Old World Fanatics Podcast tomorrow. But like, basically, I've gone through and did 60. What are they called? Skeletons for my Tomb Kings. Don't know if I'll run them all, but I didn't have any skeletons. I only had Tomb Guard done, so I'm like, it's time to try these big units. And I'm just going to batch paint.
Get back to your roots. Root hammer.
Yeah, paint them. Yeah, I saw that. Gilbert's plays hundreds of goblins this weekend. Fully finished movement trays. Yeah, nice, man. He's been sharing his pics on the Discord. They look cool.
Oh, can you post pics on the chat?
Oh,
or just comments.
Don't think so, but I do.
I'll have to check out the Discord. Ooh.
Yeah, no. Gilthos has been doing some good ones. I can
PVA and sand. That's what I got. I got PVA and my what is it? Base ready. The base ready mix. It's like a super sand.
Oh, maybe that doesn't work. I don't know what it's doing. Why didn't that work? Sorry, I was just trying to share Discord, but it's not working. Why does that not work?
It's not working.
That's a shame. I could have brought up
Gilthos. Oh, look at him. Look at him.
What do you do?
So generous.
Oh, stop at Gilthos, although keep it up, son. That's the what are we up to? At least can get a gyrocopter now.
He's a legend, old Gilthos. Are you looking up the pics, are
you? Yeah, for some reason,
I'll look them up later.
I could share the whole screen, but that's going to get a bit weird. I didn't want to do that. If I can bring it up while I'm talking, I will, but otherwise I'll just keep going.
Yeah, I'll look on Discord later. I'm keen to see the goblins.
Screen sharing was cancelled. Yeah. If I can, log into Discord on the browser, which I can. There we go.
I've never tried Coffee Grounds.
I've heard of that Coffee Grounds for stuff, yeah.
I'd think it'd get moldy, but wouldn't it?
Once the paint's on, probably not. I don't know.
Oh, paint over the top. Oh, yeah, I suppose. Yeah, that's a good idea. Sorry. I was just thinking raw Coffee Grounds.
Sorry, guys. I'm just looking here at... Oh, what the hell? I was like, why don't I have permissions to see all my channels? I'm logged into Discord as a different app on my different user on my browser, which is very annoying. Should have prepped this. Switch accounts. Here we go. Manage accounts.
Are you Aussie, Gilthos? Is he from the US or is he UK?
US, I think.
US. Yeah, right. He might know about the scene over there. Why, those the US, couple of those US tourneys didn't seem to be filling up quite as quick as
we weren't sure if we talked about it in the pod. We weren't sure if that was because they're just not registered on some of those things, or
just wondering what the scene is. California. Oh yeah, because I was in Arizona, and then we played a bit. I know quite a few of the guys used to go to the California jobbies, the Scavden AZ and a couple of the other guys that I played with.
Yeah, you went over there, didn't you? You lucky bugger.
Yeah, I was over there for a year. It's a pretty cool scene, but that was like ninth age over there. So I'm assuming there's an old world scene.
Yeah, not sure. So you got it's probably a pretty crappy view here, but you can see this is Gilthos's.
Oh yeah, that's cool with the orange and green.
Just it's coming up a bit weird on Discord here, but yeah, basically all these that's all these bounders, and they look good, man. They're good.
Yeah, they do.
Did the cheap option too, and cutting the mangler in two. I like that. So 2 for 1. I like that.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get the new Fanatics from AOS. I can never seem to get them. I haven't ordered off Games Workshop. Probably can get them, but they're just never in the shop when I go in there because I've just got the really old.
I just got rid of some too.
Ones. So. Yeah, that's his list. It's all night goblins, but look at his dragon. Giant.
The
cool
giant. Too. Oh, yeah, that's sweet. Good tattooing.
An awesome job, Gilthos. They're so good.
Yeah, that is. Might be getting the best painted.
Yeah, I like how you got the mushrooms in there, and then you've got some of the AOS guys, plus then just the squigs littered around as well.
That is solid.
Yeah, they're good. So yeah, if anyone else has picks, I can try bring them up, but it's always a little tricky with this system. Bring this back up. It's one at May 19, June 1 to you got a few of them coming up.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Oh, right. He's saying with the manglers, he originally cut them to be character mounts, but then they're going back to being manglers, so that's why he cut it in half.
Yeah. I like them single anyway. I reckon they're cool.
Yeah. I am excited. Like I did that with my recast ones in 8th, but now that I've got the 2 manglers from the AOS box, I'm going to keep them as normal manglers because they're so big. Well, they look, actually, they're going to look big versus night goblins, if you know what I mean.
I got bulk manglers sitting in my bloody shed. I got some dude made his own. I bought some of them, and then I bought some GW ones, the older GW ones.
Oh yeah. What are you're doing the basing? What are you doing at the moment? You're doing all your base ready.
Yeah, I'm doing that base ready stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, or whatever it's called, but yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah, well, what I do with these guys is saying I generally almost do the basing first with these skeletons, and it's because what I'll do is I'll end up dry brushing the bone and the base at the same time, and then it's basically that part's done.
Makes sense.
And then pick out the details.
Yeah, because they're pretty much usable once you do that, aren't they?
basically. I mean, you can without it being too
if you have to, yeah. It's only bloody.
Geez, if you just, you'd be very dodgy. But if you just painted the shield like gold and washed it, and then painted the spear red, you probably wouldn't notice at the time.
Wouldn't notice it,
that the rest of it's not painted. Yeah. But I'm just going to do batches of 10. I think like I'll do all the basing, but once I'm done, I'll just pick out 10, finish them, because I reckon you could paint them in a night.
Yeah.
10 skellies. Won't take too long. So I prepped a few before this just in case I wanted to actually start properly painting them, but I don't know if they're dried, so might just have to do the boring painting on this one, and maybe by next week I'll be painting them for real. Who knows?
The proper painting.
And I was going to airbrush all the basing because I do spray them with a slightly darker desert yellow, the base sand, so it's different to this. But usually I'll airbrush that, but today I'm not. I'm just going to paint it on. And if it takes too long, I'll get the airbrush out later.
Be right. Have you got the airbrush set up? Like,
no,
I've got
it like, it's all packed up. So that's the thing. Yeah. I don't do it inside, so it's a bit. My wife, I mean, I'm the same, and my wife's very sensitive. Like she can smell anything. So.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I'm the opposite.
That's why I'm just wondering what the 3D printer will be like. I reckon she'll smell that, even though they're getting better and better. Because I went to, whose was it? Someone's place with a 3D printer and was looking at his stuff, and I reckon I could just smell it. Like I don't know, maybe it gives me a headache. I don't know. Like some people react more than others, I guess.
Yeah. Sensitive to it, like I said.
Yeah, he's getting the grinder out, Gilthos, eh? With Gargant.
Yeah, I reckon
Do you reckon that's the way to go? Use that guy instead of the other one? Yeah.
The other one's just a bit, I don't know. Well, it looks all right for me. I don't know. It's just personal preference.
Yeah.
He's
a bit I don't mind him. He looks so much like the Attack on Titans guys.
With his big mouth.
Yeah.
It's eating people.
If I got a 3D printer, Andrew, what would you like get stuff printed? Like you'd want, because it'd be pretty easy, if we had one. Like stuff.
To subcontract out Gomo. But yeah, well, problem is I've got so much stuff I've got to finish. But yeah, I'd say yes, because I definitely do want stuff printed, but it just depends.
It's all the other little accessory bits though that are cool. Like Josh puts all the little phones and stuff on, and those little things would be cool as well.
Yeah, 100%.
When do we think dwarves are coming out then?
Oh, David, steadfastly ignoring the half assembled gobbers right in front of me.
What you got to do? You just got to get on for half an hour or an hour and just force yourself to do
it. Easier said than done sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm hoping soon. Like, it's weird. It seemed like they just sort of previewed orcs or orcs and goblins, and they appeared. They were here. So shouldn't be too far off. Surely.
Yeah.
Although Frontline saying, I don't know how long it takes for their stuff to get here, but they say they don't even have the order sheet for it, which I was a bit like, as in like the
dwarves,
yeah.
Yeah, no, they're not up for pre-order yet. They wouldn't get it till they get pre-order. I doubt it. So.
Yeah, well. So anyway, we'll see how that goes. I'm not too sure.
I wonder what the next big event reveal date is then, because I don't like. Like obviously AOS 4 is coming out in, I don't know, June or July or something, but I'm assuming there'd be some reveals coming. They seem to do them every, 6 weeks or so.
Yeah, well, there was the Scave. Did you see the Scave and
Yeah,
Giselle?
Jezza. Yeah, what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't you reckon they're looking more and more just like Old World? Like they're not too crazy. They don't look any
Nah,
different
they're
to
not.
Skate.
Nah,
I like that.
nah, they do look more detailed. I like with the shields, like it's got like that little peephole for the guy behind it, and like, yeah, just little details. Just looks really cool. There you go. 3 months after whenever the first orc thing is. Yeah, which isn't probably too far.
Which it's not that far considering we saw the orc thing a while ago.
Yeah.
Especially in Australia where we only just got the orc book this week. Like,
yeah,
exactly. 4 weeks, and that feels like, we probably will see dwarves soonish. At least.
Yeah.
Dates and stuff.
Yeah. It's a shame because like I don't know. I'm not one just to get models just because of models, but I've already got like a dwarf character with a handgun. I'm just like the cogsmith. So I just didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Thane looks pretty cool, but I'm just like, I don't think I'd use him. Like, I don't know, just me.
It's annoying, isn't it? It's like when I got the Tomb Kings. Did I really need the Tomb King box? Probably not. But I just, I don't know. Having said that, I haven't gone out and bought like more snakes or chariots or Tomb Guard or all that because I already had enough. But
just give me 1 sec. I'll just put my lizard outside. Make sure it's not cooking. Just got a little bearded dragon. Little bearded dragon.
Wow, cool.
Little pet lizard.
Nate Finch said, "Do we know what's coming out after Dwarves?" No, but I mean, I again don't listen to me, but someone was saying it's Empire and Beastman, but who knows?
Yeah, I reckon that's pretty accurate. Whoever had that was on that list too, because it seems like it's going that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, but that was like, wasn't that totally fake, that thing? But then it is funny that.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah, I think you mean not. Like that road mappy thing. Is that what you're talking about? That image.
Yeah, that image.
Yeah, that was faked, I think. Not faked. It was just for someone else's YouTube channel. Like, it wasn't from G-Dub.
Yeah, but I mean,
it's the one I'm
pretty coincidental that the two that they've got have come out. Unless they just knew that and sort of just faked the rest.
Yeah. Yeah, Gilthus. I don't think they're going to come at the same time, but it feels like they're doing them in pairs a little bit. I mean, not pairs. They're not really doing that, but like orcs came out and then dwarves. So I guess what's next too. And like, when you like the orc Arcane Journal has that battle between orcs and dwarves in it. And Empire, I guess. But,
and Empire,
yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess they're it'd be interesting to see what they do with the dwarf one. Yeah, this takes a lot longer than airbrushing, but anyway, painting. It's annoying, when you start well, you've changed yours now, but when you do a certain basing thing and it worked for a bit, but then later on you're like, I could have done it easier. But you want to keep doing it the same way because that's how the rest of them were done.
Yeah.
Frustrating.
100%.
Oh, I'm gonna start getting into that troll hag. I got that arm put on. I got part of, how I left that one arm off on the troll hag. I've put it on and I've decided I'm going to I'll show you. It will need some green stuff work, but so I'll green stuff repair it all, but I'm going to keep this separate, the net, spray it, and then paint just the net area and then glue it back on and then like patch that bit, then paint the rest of it, because that way then the net's sort of painted. I might even start getting into that soon because I'll need something else to do other than painting skeletons for a while. It's going to take... I need to have 2 things on the go at least.
I think that could be like a real centerpiece, like with that net, because people are going to be like, because there's so much detail in there that you could like really just do a bit of a quick job or like spend quite a bit of time picking out the details in there.
Yeah, well, I think I'm going to fully contrast the net initially with a Grelin Dunes, that sort of light yellowy brown, and then I'll just use layers and stuff and dig into the details in it. But my troll hag's going to be yellow like my river trolls.
Yeah.
So she'll look different to most people's, which should be good.
Yeah, which is good.
But I have to sort of make a slightly different yellow. I don't know, like an aging, because she's older and a bit gross. So I'll have to think about almost like yellow, but go into sort of that vomit yellow color in areas and stuff. Yeah. She's been hanging around in the fetid swamps for too long.
Yeah. All right. These knobs are the first minis I've put on the next size up base. What's the feeling on how stuff formations look like with the size up?
I think most of the time they look better.
Yeah, agreed.
I mean, I haven't put... I think some people say the Battle for Skull Pass Night Goblins look a bit weird on their bases if they, go up because they're smaller.
They're so small.
There's probably some things like that, like
yeah,
like Noblars and stuff might look weird, I'd imagine.
Yeah, no, agreed. Yeah, agreed with stuff like Noblars.
I think most stuff, like even these skeletons, they're still bumping into each other and they're on 25. So like,
yeah,
we'll probably look back and go, how the hell did we do this with 20?
On 20s. Yeah, it's good.
Actually, you know what I'm going to do with these skeletons so I can do more than even 60 is I'm going to use some of those obelisks that I've got printed out and do some unit fillers. Yeah.
Nice.
So.
Yeah, quality unit filler always looks good.
Even though it's a bit weird to be carrying a massive structure around with you when you fight, but it's the weird thing I've always thought about unit fillers when you see some of them. They look cool, but you're like, how'd you carry that around?
Yeah. Asking too many questions.
Yeah.
Just enjoy the unit filler. Don't ask questions. My unit you've showed on Discord is the smallest one. Look good. Yeah, they definitely looked a lot better with the mushrooms. Yeah. A troll princess.
It's a good. I like what you've done there, Guildhouse, because I've got all the new, and it's probably the same as what you've done. I'm imagining, like you got all the new AOS squigs, and the older squigs are a bit smaller and stuff. So yeah, you sort of repurpose them to be the unit fillers, and then like your old squigs, and then just use all the new squigs for actual squigs. I feel like that's probably what I'll end up doing a lot. I think I've got 60 of the old squigs because I ran in 9th Age. 60? I ran a list. I think I ran a list with 3 units of 20. What were they called? Nasher herds or something? Is that what it was?
Nashers. Yeah. That's a lot of money, right?
I probably had about 20 from the old days when I was a kid, but then I just went and bought a crap ton of the fine cast reversions of them and a few second hand. So they're a mix of metal and fine cast.
Yeah. I sold some of those ones the other day. How I found that lot in the my paint stripper bucket.
Oh yeah. Were they squigs? Were they? They weren't.
Yeah,
squig herders. Oh, just squig herders. Yeah.
Yeah, just normal squigs. Yeah. Not hoppers or anything. The old ones went the I don't know edition, but where they got like the funky smiles and whatnot. I don't know if they're maybe 4th edition.
Yeah.
They went really quick. I had heaps of bids on that, but the new ones nobody really cared about. Probably because like the new ones look so modern that obviously people just go for the new ones.
Yeah.
Like the Age of Sigmar ones.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Sometimes I wonder if I should sell some of my older stuff, but then I think, oh, well, I regret it later because, I was talking about maybe doing up. I was actually close to doing it today, finding my Orc 4th edition book. Oh, cause I shared with this in the chat. Like, I got a notification that Wyvern's been shipped. The made to order Wyvern. So I don't know if that's just their order department or is some of these made to orders already built and they just send them out. I was expecting it to take like 6 months.
Yeah. So, Nate's had a good point. He just said, he's got the 5th and 6th edition minis. I'm guessing they're like the metal types, and he's putting them on 25s, and he said it's good because it gives you a lot of room for basing, so you can go past just painting and flocking. So that's a good point. And then obviously, Gilthos did the same thing with his mushroom. So definitely, it gives it more life, I suppose, than just having the model with a bit of flock on it, like if it's a bigger model.
You can do a lot more. I think it's fine. It's just a bit annoying that having to do a bit of retrofitting, rebasing work. It feels like that's the only reason I haven't really played the orcs that much, because you're just like, you want to play it on the right bases, and then you're like, but you just don't have to. I think I might just buy some more adapter trays, because all the demons would need to be redone as well, because they've gone to 30s, I think, most of it.
Yeah.
I don't know about harpies. What are harpies? Not harpies. Are they furies? What are the demon?
Furies. Yeah.
Furies. Are they 25s?
Are they furies? Yeah, I'm not sure. Would be the best person to ask. So Gilthos said, he's been winning 80% of his games since the first week, and realised this week that squigs have 2 attacks. So I'm assuming he's been winning 80% of them with 1 attack. That's pretty good. That's really good.
Nice.
Be dominating now.
Oh man, I'm interested to hear some results from your thing. Yeah, that's good, because you're really rating them and the bounders on not what are they called, the squig hoppers.
Yeah. We'll have to shoot through the details of his tournament.
And so you're California, did you say? So are you going to that? What's that one that I looked up yesterday, Andrew? The not Brawler Bash, the other one. Something Bash.
The one in San Diego.
San Diego. What was that one?
I forget.
Maybe Gilthos knows.
That was a middle.
It sounded like Brawler Bash, but it's not. It's something starting with B.
Yeah.
And Gilthos, are you going to 2-day ones, or he did? Actually, was there was a couple of 1 days and 2 days in that list, was there?
Yeah.
Broadside Bash. Yeah, that's it.
Broadside Bash.
So you going to that, Gilthos? That'd be cool if you are. I wondered, was that the one that we were looking at, Andrew, and it had like only 6 place people filled up?
Yeah.
If it was actually legitimately on BCP or not. Like, I wondered if people were registering there or not. So it didn't look like there was many people.
Not many filling up. It's weird with California, because you think it's not that big, but it's actually quite big.
It's ridiculous. Isn't it like the 5th biggest GDP in the world or something? I'm
not sure, but you drive up to San Fran from LA, and it's not like a couple of hours. It takes you a while to get up there.
Yeah, it's like a day, isn't it? Like 6 hours. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah,
I might be telling
it takes a while.
Yeah.
It's in a brewery place that has a private site. Well, it's in a brewery. Nice.
Oh, that's one. I want to go. Let's go.
We'll see you there. Beer and Warhammer always goes a treat together.
Yeah. It's definitely the reason why you play it. That's why I'm thinking, Castle has to be a very beer-friendly game, like list. Nothing too intricate.
Yeah.
I like the idea of just double, like, double casket, double necro, double, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, just, so really I'm only playing half an army, but just doubled.
Yeah, you're only going to know half your rules.
So, because I was thinking of a list that is 2 high priests, and they're both flying, because you can get 2 flying things.
Yeah.
So one's got the magic carpet, one's got that other cloak of Dunes. So double level 4, both flying, double casket. I don't think you can get double casket, double necro sphinx, but I'd have to check that.
Okay, 15 million people inside 2 hours. I'm guessing LA area.
Yeah.
Yeah, LA's
It's crazy.
huge.
Not used to although Sydney's getting busy. Not that I'm in Sydney, but it's not 15 million, but it's getting ridiculous.
Yeah. Seems like 15 million. There you go. Leadership debuff vamps and Tomb Kings winning events here lately.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's like the leadership one. Is that with Wailing Dirge? I'm guessing that's in because I've seen quite a few people bring in their 4 or 5 Wailing Dirge lists.
Didn't I do a leadership bomb video back at CanCon?
Because what kills your leadership with Tomb Kings? Like, sorry, what does leadership do for you in taking wounds? Is that just like
it'd be the terror.
Magic?
It'd be more around just terror and breaking people and the caskets.
Okay.
The caskets magic missile
thing, yeah.
Yeah, but it's probably not as reliable as the Dirge, obviously.
Yeah.
There might be something else, but I can't think of it. Mostly it's just terror, like terror bombing people off the because you can get, I don't know, 6 sources of terror easily. But you can get a lot of debuffs, like same as Tomb Kings. I mean vamps, but
and yeah, what is it? The necromancer gives you that is it the vortex?
Yeah, the vortex is a -1, and then the spirit leech, whatever it is.
Yeah. Within 8 inches of that, it's nuts.
Oh, sorry, yeah, and skull catapults is a -1 as well. Yeah, and you got to take a panic. Yeah. And then you got terror as well. Yeah. It feels like Tomb Kings would be like trying to panic you or make you fall back and stuff like that, whereas Wailing Dirge will actually kill people.
Yeah. Well, that's it. But it's only good against obviously the high. It's not good against if somebody's running like hordes and stuff.
No, well, you just because they just fall back, wouldn't they? Don't you mean? Oh, you mean even Dirge because you got so many figures you don't care if you're dying a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Like I mean, if you're killing skeletons, it's like who cares?
Yeah.
Or Skaven rats or something.
Yeah, but dangerous against like a dragon or something, you know.
Yeah.
High value, debuff and smash 5 wounds off it in one go, and you're like, oh crap.
Yeah, I think those Dirge lists are gonna get because it's not. But now it's weird because you got people whinging about that, but then you don't have people as sorry, I won't say they're not whinging about dragons because everyone is whinging about dragons, but I haven't seen anybody like any comp really for like a single chaos dragon with his 3 saves yet.
Yeah, true. Well, I mean, reality is like, I mean, you've seen me. I can't play with them. Like they're not very maneuverable. So I feel like in the hands of a good player, they're just really bad. But I don't think average to low beginner is going to use dragon is not that bad in their hands. Like someone like me. You know what I mean? Like,
I think in the right list like that. Dragon could go really well. Oh, Josh is on. Nice.
Hey guys.
Hey mate.
Hello.
I'm finally free.
Yeah, nice.
How do we?
Oh wow, that's a lot of cameras. Can you do that?
I don't know. I'm clicking buttons. I don't know what I'm doing.
I feel left out.
Oh man. How are we going?
I
just had to squash my curry noodles really quickly because you guys scheduled this for like right on lunchtime, and I'm like,
well, yeah, it just makes sense.
Yet.
I can have a break, and then I think it works well for the US guys. Like it's their nighttime going into their evening. Yeah.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
Good. doesn't help the UK people, but oh well. Although after daylight saving changes again, like come back in October time, you could probably get if you did a later, like a 2 o'clock stream in Australia, you'd probably get the UK guys, and you'd probably maybe you wouldn't. I don't know. It's always tough when you can't really do everyone. You can't get everyone around the world, I guess. But
Nah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gilthos is saying so their comp rules is 1 Dragon Max, 1 level 4. I'm guessing that's 1 Dragon Max and 1 level 4 Wizard. And yeah, max width of 10 models. I think that's good.
okay.
Max width, 10 models.
Yeah,
it's not terrible.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. I think we've done drilled stuff a couple of times now, Andrew, but I doubt we'd even gone much past 10 anyway, just because we can't be. When you drilled, you can't really.
No.
Like you can only go up to 5 when you've done your drilled move anyway. So unless you're already in, 10 wide.
Yeah. And there's usually somebody next to you anyway, so it's like, well,
how
wide can you really go? Yeah, exactly. But
We've got to find tournaments around here. Somehow the Northeast US never has many conventions. Oh, I don't know. I thought most of them were up that way, but maybe I'm confused with maybe it's more Midwest. Like when you're getting, because there seems to be a lot around. Yeah, that's Midwest, like Chicago and even into Canada, Toronto area and stuff. Isn't there heaps conventions that way? I don't know. Maybe I'm confused. There used to be an 8th edition. There was a fair few Northeast, wasn't there, in Jersey and stuff? So I remember some of those YouTubers were there. And Malorian, he was in there, that area, wasn't he?
No.
You guys remember?
No
idea.
No idea. You didn't watch Mr. Malorian?
I did. I didn't know where he was from.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And he's Troll Horde. Double Troll Horde. 8th edition.
Virginia and Carolina.
Actually, Once Bitten was up that way, I'm pretty sure. They've all gone.
Yeah.
Golden Ages is gone.
I looked him up the other day. Once Bitten is running like a political podcast or something now.
Yeah.
Where's he working out of? Like, not the Middle East. I don't know if it was Dubai or
it
was somewhere or Europe, Germany.
Yeah, it was something I can't remember, but I remember. I actually messaged him and Malorian about Old World. Yeah. Because I'm friends with him on Facebook from ages ago, and I was like, "Are you coming back tomorrow?" And he's like, "Nah, not at the moment. I think it's just family and kids. He's not even playing like war games. I don't think at the moment.
Yeah.
Or at least not publicly.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. It's not one thing not playing, another level actually running a big sort of
channel and
YouTube channel and stuff like it.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Yeah, because there'd be plenty of people in Germany playing, but yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, if you're stuck, I'm just saying Nate's definitely Northeast. Then if he's up that way. What do you where you US guys, what do you look for? How do you find your tournaments? Because I mean, I've been looking on BCP. New Recruits got us some, and then I was thinking the UK ones, like especially Games Workshop, they always use Eventbrite. So I was searching Eventbrite for tournaments as well because you see them pop up there. But I wonder what other sources there are to actually find them, apart from Facebook, but as well.
Yeah.
They'd be the main areas, wouldn't they? Or am I missing something? Like how else would you? We need just one site that does it all.
Yeah.
Oldworldtournaments.com.
You got 6 more knobs. Well done, David.
Nice.
Inspiring greatness
into the world.
Now he's saying nobos. What's a nobbo though? Is that night?
Oh, is he goblins? Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, he was doing goblins, wasn't he? He had half assembled goblins.
Is a nobbo though? Is that a night goblin boss? A nobbo? What's a nobbo?
I'm guessing.
Or just short for Night Goblin Gobbo.
I just thought it was a regular Gobbo, like a Night Goblin one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, probably. It's just a regular regular goblin who's a Night Goblin, a Nobbo.
Nobbo. I found a 40k orc knob. I've got for you, Gobbo.
Oh, I'll have one. Knobs are awesome. Although the problem with 40k and all those ones, you can't just put one extra figure in. You got to take them in like 5s or 10s or
Oh dear.
like that.
Oh really?
Is a knob?
Ah.
Is Knob just he's not a boss. It's just a.
Yeah, he is basically. He's just a bigger orc, but they're better. They're pretty good. They're like points and stat wise and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just gotta find his head.
So the Orc Boys box that comes with like 31 Orc Boys, that's the identical kit to the Orc Boys in 40k, isn't it? Except just with a different hand weapon. I think they used the same one, same body back then, like that old school.
Yeah, right.
Look like they're doing the splits almost. They got wide stance. Because I'm going to use again, I don't want to turn it into a 40k one, but like trying to paint up my orcs. Orc war bosses in 40k are really good, but you just can't get like Games Workshop literally have no war bosses. Like there's one type that's not a beast boss, and he's never in stock. And so heaps of people use AOS orcs, like Oryx, some of the war bosses and stuff from AOS. So I was going to try that. Shove some guns on him.
Some guns.
Because I got a free one with the Warhammer Plus subscription like 2 years ago. Like you choose an AOS model or whatever.
Yeah.
So he's too big to use in fantasy. Like he's on a big 60 pace or something or whatever. Well, you can whack him in a chariot, I guess.
His long beards are too long. Keep gluing them up. Got flock all over them.
Shield Wolf mini plastic forest gobbos. I haven't seen them. Oh, Mantic orcs. Yeah, I got a heap of them.
Oh, yeah. I've got heaps of those Shield Wolf as well. I reckon they look awesome. I've got like 5 packs sitting in my bloody shed.
Are you ever going to do these orcs?
Oh, I don't know. Because they don't. Do they not do forest goblins anymore?
Oh, no, not as a thing. Yeah. The only forest goblins are the ones that are on the spider, really, I think. Oh, and I guess you could argue the guys on the what are the spider riders? I guess they're forest goblins. Yeah.
My dream in Ninth Age was to do a forest goblin army as well. So I bought heaps of those because those Shield Wolf ones are awesome. I reckon
they'd be so popular if they did it because they'd have poison attacks and shit, and everyone would just get them. They'd be a cool goblin army.
Can you give them goblins poison attacks in any way? Like,
there's a banner. So if you put that banner on the spider riders, for example, they're hitting on 5s, poison on 5s, but I mean at the end of the day, they're still spider riders, so they're not that scary.
Yeah, no. I'm just wondering if you just put it on a unit of gobbos, but like they're night goblins. If you get
yeah, there's a spider. I can't remember if that was in. That might only be in the Arcane Journal though. That banner.
Yeah,
which you can still take.
You can still bring it. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that in the Orc one where everything's available, whereas in the Tomb King one, probably half the magic items you can't take unless you're taking them on like Royal Host or Mortuary Priest or whatever it's called, Mortuary Cult. So, yeah, well, I just manually painted all that shit on and didn't have to get my airbrush out. So,
Nice.
I don't know. Do you reckon that's quicker than pulling the airbrush out, cleaning it, spraying it, backing it back up?
Oh,
yeah.
Having a block, re-cleaning it, doing it again, throwing it across the room.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just easier. I can just use a paintbrush.
Yeah, I know.
That's pretty good. That's 60, and now I just need to wash the base with the wash I use, and then I can start dry brushing.
Nice.
I need to do all the skeleton horde. What am I thinking? Actually, there's a long way to go yet. Maybe I'll skeleton horde 10 of these guys while I'm here.
Yeah, this space ready stuff's really good. You can make your own, obviously. I'm thinking that maybe.
Oh yeah, it's just
with the vamps, possibly.
And the other thing, I do that with the base ready with my 40k orcs. I'm using it, but I'm still just treating it like flock. Like I'm not covering the whole base.
Yeah.
Because I've already like dry brushed a bit of I use that and a bit of pigment, and then I use a bit of the base ready, and it just I don't know, just looks okay, but it's minimal work.
Yeah. Yeah, because I figured with the
just the pegs.
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just starting on the pegs. I'm trying to work out what I'm doing with the rubbly rock stuff.
Oh yeah.
Whether I do a contrast stuff or whether I do the sort of the same stone recipe that I use for the buildings and stuff.
Yeah.
So I might try
one of each.
and see how it goes. Yeah.
That's not contrast there though, eh? That's just your normal.
No, yeah, this is just normal layer coat now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, because I developed that recipe before I had contrast, so I'm still not sure the best way of approaching it. Because the contrast looks good, but then you sort of all the blocks are the same. So it's like, how do you get a nice variance of different coloring across different blocks?
Well, that's what I did with those buildings. I'd still use contrast, but then I did go through with the layer, to pick out real watered down layer. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Looks like it's a wash. That's not a bad idea.
I didn't do every brick, obviously.
No, not everyone. No, but rather than doing a layer paint, as such, and blocking out all the shade,
silicon grey over the whole thing, and then just get like that terracotta one, and it's fairly watered down too, so you can just sort of smash it out over.
It could work.
Different types and comes out okay.
Sure. I mean, it's supposed to be ruined bricks too. That's the thing. So I think you can have a little bit more leeway with how variable you make the coloring when they're supposed to be just debris rather than actually on a building when they. So I think you can add in a lot of yellows and oranges and dark browns as well. I think, and maybe some green areas.
Oh, you're the painter. You're the man.
I don't know about that.
I can just smash them out fast.
Yeah.
When I'm motivated. Otherwise, I won't touch them for years.
Well, you're more motivated than me.
It's only because I'm motivated at the moment. You're the one who was playing games for years, and I wasn't even playing it. Sort of regret now. Like I've been listening to Chris's new resurgence of their podcasts. Chris from Sydney, who plays a lot of Ninth Age. Steph, what's his name? Chris. I can't pronounce his last name.
Yeah.
But yeah, he plays a lot of Ninth, obviously, and I was like listening to him talking about it. I'm like, maybe I should have stayed playing it for a bit while I was waiting for Old World.
Yeah, because he had a tournament on at ShyCon as well.
Yeah, did he? Yeah.
Yeah, which is weird because like he's kind of gone over to like the Old World, and then like it's almost like, oh no, I'm going back to Ninth Age, but then nobody was really playing Ninth Age that much. So, but I think it's trying to.
How it's going with if they've noticed a drop or a pickup or I don't know. Because like a lot more figures are available and everything now because Old World's popping out, so it might help some of them in like some game in a way. Sometimes like the basing size doesn't help. It's a bit annoying.
Nah. That I think it was like Kieran and one of a couple of his mates are running tournaments in Newcastle, and we like ninth age, and we just weren't getting numbers towards the end. Like it's just really, really difficult, just to get people to come along. I think maybe eight people, maybe 10.
It's just not enough, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, and then one of them,
the way they approach their rules, like it's too different. I know what they were trying to do, but
I think it's just the change, the constant change just started like just annoying people, and it was like, oh, you print rule books, and then 6 months later they've changed. It's like, oh man, just I don't know.
You lost your seat. That's funny, man. I don't know if that's funny or not. I don't know if I should laugh, but that is, pay attention to that. If his son's that big, some of them are crazy. The size of the offensive lineman. You guys aren't into your NFL, are you?
Not really.
I don't
I'm
know
aware of how big they are, though.
What was that?
I'm aware of how big they are, but
yeah.
Not into it as such.
It's weird in Australia. It's like really starting to go on off the last few years.
It's probably some of those Aussie guys who did make it, like Jordan Mailata and stuff. But yeah, I love me some. I'll put my Steelers on here. So I don't know who they follow, but I am a mad Steeler fan.
Fun. The game's just too long. Got to commit like 4 hours.
Yeah, totally. You do it with Warhammer. So there you
go. Yeah. True that.
I'll say it's shorter than cricket. That's for sure.
Yeah, it is.
5 days.
I guess that. It's just nice to have going on all day.
The 2020s are really good though as well. We've done some good TVization of it lately.
Yeah, I prefer the test matches, man. I just like having them running. Yeah,
just background.
Just to have going. Depending on what's happening in the game.
Can't do tests. No, I like one days. 2020.
Oh. Yeah. It's surprising how similar it is to baseball by the sound of it. Cricket.
That's a bit like that though, yeah. Just leave it on. Pick it up.
Did you play, Josh, or you just watch?
300 and he makes me look small. Villanueva, our favourite player ever. He was good, eh? Good left tackle. Yeah. I think these skeletons are going to be quite easy to get through 60 of them.
Say that now.
Yeah, I know. Remind me about that. When I'm not doing the sloppy work. Yeah. You watch, I won't even use them, man. I'll use me one game.
Well, that didn't work. That'll be funny. This base ready's gold. Where have you been all my life?
Hey, what glue are you using for the base ready?
Just PVA.
Oh yeah. Because I remember seeing on the website they had like a specific glue that they sell with it or something.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like, supposed to be like elastic slightly or something.
Yeah, I think it's PVA based. I was looking at that and I'm just like, it's just.
Is that so you can like move it around a bit more and stuff? And like, what's the difference? Like, why would you?
I think the idea is that if you like knock it, it doesn't release as easily because it has a bit of give.
Right.
So the bits don't come off quite as easily as regular PVA. I think that was the selling point of it anyway. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's probably true because I noticed like with the rocks and stuff. Yeah, well, the rocks and stuff do sometimes come off. Like, when you you tap it and you lose half the and some of them have fairly large rocks in them. So it might be valid actually.
Yeah. Well, I bought some. I've got some sitting in my cupboard. So if you want it, I can send it up.
Well, what do you use? Just PVA?
Mod Podge. I use Mod Podge.
Well,
So that's a PVA type stuff, isn't it? Like,
yeah, that's water based, as well.
Yeah.
But the thing
and
with
why
the
would
Mod
you use
Podge,
that over normal PVA? Like, what's the difference?
Well, it's something I got used to using it from all the model train techniques I was using for the terrain, and then I found that I don't know, it did seem to be a little bit more reliable than the PVA, and it absorbed into, like, if I was using soil and hitting it with alcohol, and then I put the Mod Podge in, it just dissolved into the soil really nicely, and I think it is a bit more like giving them PVA. I don't think it dries quite as sort of solid and lets go as easily either. So yeah, I'm quite a fan of Mod Podge.
Yeah, I've seen it at Bunnings a fair bit in the craft section. I'm like, maybe I should buy some because I know you've mentioned it before, but I've never.
Oh, it's in Bunnings.
Yeah, there's a little one in Bunnings.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a little one in Bunnings, guys.
Might give it a go.
I got off Amazon a couple of months ago a 1 gallon tub of Mod Podge.
4
liters. I got tired of buying the little tubs.
Yeah.
Oh, John's is enjoying matching the faces to the voices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely just we need to I might do that in this episode because I know we recorded last night. There was a few cases where we were trying to fill around with the screen share and we've had some feedback that sometimes there's a lot of white noise, like empty space, is it? I'm like, I should have to.
Yeah, for sure.
You forget that when someone's just listening and they can't see what you're doing, that
they can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very different.
So I'll have to do a little bit of. I'll have a play around. I don't want to be doing hours and hours of post editing, but yeah.
Yeah.
We're still getting used to it, guys. So thanks for listening to us.
Thanks for coming on to see our faces, John. Yeah.
There he is. I've got the weirdest guy that walks past my house. He just did it. He walks with his dog literally in front of my door, in front of my car. He even looks into the pool and keeps walking. Like he's way on up our yard. And I don't know. It's the weirdest thing. Like, would you ever walk past someone's house and in front of their car, which is parked on their driveway?
Yeah.
Like, my house.
What's in front of your car? Like on the property?
Yeah.
Like the other side of the car? What?
Yeah. Like between the car and the house. It's the weirdest thing. He's just literally walked past then. Every time I see, I think he's coming in the house because I'm like, oh, what's that?
Yeah.
He's just walking his dog.
That's freaking dodgy.
Very weird.
What's the dog doing?
I mean, it has a sniff around and stuff, but originally I thought that's what he was doing, like letting it, have a look around. But I don't know if he does. He just keeps walking. Like it's not like the dog's.
He hasn't left a dump on your front yard or anything.
No, I think once it's happened, but I mean, I don't really care about that. If it kept happening, I would. But I don't know. It's really weird. It's almost to the point. Like me, my daughter saw him the other day, and he was standing at our back gate looking into the pool.
That is weird.
That's really weird, man.
That is
right. And I'm like, maybe I need to tell him to go and get.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Get off my yard.
It's just weird.
Yeah, but why?
I know I'm on sort of a corner block, but it is very weird. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's really odd.
Not just me then. That's good.
No.
Yeah.
Fucking weirdos everywhere these days.
Yeah. Oh.
I've decided to go undercoating first with different colors, and then I'm going to hit the contrast on top.
Oh yeah.
And then, or maybe dry brush first and then contrast. Yeah.
What contrast would you put over?
So far, the first one I did which is that one. You can't really see with the light.
I
I was using the speed paints, so mainly like the Gravelord Garrett Grey, and I mixed in a bit of the Ashen Stone with the speed paints.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I've zoomed you up a bit. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Thanks. Yeah, so that was the color with that. And then I'm basically at this time I've actually gone with like lots of different yellows and tones.
Yeah.
So then I'm going to try to hit that. I'll probably dry brush it a bit and then hit it with a contrast.
Yeah.
And maybe dry brush it again.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's sort of therapeutic, that stonework, after a while. You know, that sort of stuff.
Yeah. There's not a huge amount to do. It's just the 3 little bases. Like, yeah, it's not like I'm. Yeah, as you know, like those buildings can take friggin' ages.
Yeah.
It's just so much surface area. Especially the Tabletop World ones. Like, everyone buys them and then you go, oh, this actually takes 2 months' work to actually get this thing printed.
Yeah, well, at least I'm starting out with they're small. Well, I mean, who knows? They might be just as bad because they're small, but at least it's not a massive building. The 2 cottages.
Oh, yeah, the cottages. Yeah.
Yeah. It won't be as big, but.
Shadow Grey. Yeah, it's interesting to see what scale those things come as, actually. Shadow Grey, that's what I want.
Yeah.
Because they say that they fit with for 28 and 32s, but the most recent one that I got from them were properly 32s, 32 mil scale, the townhouses that they did in their more recent Kickstarter. And it was sort of like, oh, this is actually a bit bigger than their old stuff, significantly bigger. So I never got around to painting them.
So that's Gilthos just said, yeah, the Tabletop World Wizard Towers turn out amazing. Is that the one they had up?
Yeah.
Like they're getting rid of it. Like you have to order it now, otherwise they're going to get last order or whatever it was. Yeah.
Which, I wouldn't get too worried. Like, I'm sure they'll come up. They'll have a new, like, maybe not the same type of thing, but a similar theme release. That's what they're doing. I also wonder, like, I really want the castle walls at some point, but I'm actually starting to wonder, are they going to potentially update that at some point as well? Because that's getting pretty old now. Their whole set of castle walls.
God, I wish. Well, maybe I don't, but like that was at the manor that Games Workshop did with all the buildings and stuff, which came back out. But then again, all these ones that are resin like them, they're probably better anyway. These third-party
I'd argue they're better. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does have a certain nostalgia to it, though, and it is a really good kit. There's nothing wrong with it.
Some of them are horrendous, I know. Like some of them don't even line up and stuff. But I think those buildings and like those wall segments, they're all pretty good. Those ones.
Yeah.
So
I've got a few of those walls still.
Yeah, me too. I've got them. Like I'd properly built. Like I'd take them to the slow grows. Those walls, they do really good.
Old Todd's contacted me the other day. Todd Lloyd.
Yeah.
Is keen to he's getting his brats together. He's keen for a game.
Yeah, they're bunnies.
Yeah.
It's a bunny army. It's typical Todd.
What?
They're bunnies.
Sorry? They're bunnies.
Literal 3D printed. Like there's some bunny like bunny. Supplier.
Supplier of bunnies.
Oh, Maddie's on. Hey, Maddie. What's going on?
I just realised, actually, guys, I will have to go in like 10 because I've got a meeting at 2. So
yeah,
I'm happy to hang until then, if that's cool. Now that we've got everyone
that's
on.
all good. What
time works? I mean, I'd love to do these like once a week, and me and Andrew were just picking random times, but maybe Tuesday is the best. If sometimes
Tuesday's the best.
If you're off, aren't you? Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, usually.
Like I wonder. Yeah, hey Matt. Yeah, I wonder if what does it work with most people? Like, is this like Gilthos? Is 8 o'clock good or would 9 o'clock be better? You know, that sort of like it'd be interesting. I think around this time works for us. Like, we wouldn't be able to do it much later. With school kids and stuff.
I have to make sure I'm organised to have my lunch time. I was spending too much time trying to think up the bloody campaign rules, and then it got to like 12:15, and I was like, "Oh, I really got to have my lunch." I don't have my lunch now. I just end up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're asking about Brandon asking about adding water to the PVA to soften it. To be honest, I haven't done it yet. It is on my to-do list. Yeah, the other guys, the guys that I got ready for ShireCon PVA with just flock. So I got to take the flock off and then put that base ready on. So yeah,
that's right. Yeah, to take it off. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was trying to work out what you talked about then, but now I remember.
No, Brandon just asked a question. Oh, jeebus. I got too much PVA.
So the ones you did with the base ready, they just didn't have any existing stuff on them yet, except for those rocks.
No. Yeah. There's literally just 25mm bases that I bought, stuck them on that, and then stuck some rocks on.
So me and Andrew were thinking, I mean, we need to get a few more bat reps in, but they're obviously always trickier to get a full game in and stuff. But I was thinking this morning, not always to do a tournament army, like, because I was watching Mountain Miniatures Core Hammer the other day, and I was like, it looked cool to see such, like they do it extreme. They're like, you get characters and you just get core. You can't take any special or rare. Like, I'm not totally into that. I like the idea of, just taking more random stuff and not having, like, even almost no magic items, like nothing complicated, and just have lots of tricks on the board.
Lots of rank and file going on.
Yeah, just to have a play.
Bit old school style.
Maybe I'm thinking that because I'm doing 60 skeletons and I want to use them at some point, but But I mean, I'd be more comfortable playing like my demons and my empire if I wasn't trying to work out what's the most optimal thing to try and take. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you're just playing for fun. You're not playing to, I have to win this. Yeah.
And there's there's no fun just like taking a net list and not knowing how it works, or
use it.
Not even use it, or having the part of the fun is trying to put a list together, but maybe not necessarily the strongest list, but a list that you think you might have fun playing.
Yeah.
I think that would be a good approach.
Did you end up keeping, Andrew, one of the birds, the Zench Lords of Change? I can't remember if you kept one. For me to buy.
I did.
One of the 3 that you had or something? Was it 3?
I've still got one. I had 3. Well, because I buy an army, it's not enough. Like, because I buy usually, I'll start off by like, oh, that's a sweet army. I'll buy that, but then it's not enough for what I want. So then I'll buy like a couple more mini armies, but then usually they come with, all the core characters that everyone wants, and then you end up with like multiples of, But that wasn't too bad because in Age of Sigmar you could run multiples of the Zench Lord. So there was like the summoner guys, and then you got so many spells off, you got these points, and you got to bring in a free Lord of Change. So you could end up with like 3 Lords of Change running around on the board. So it was
crazy.
That's ridiculous.
But anyway, that's Age of Sigmar for you. See people like 3 bloodthirsters running around and stuff like that. You're just like, man, this is. Oh well.
Yeah, Matt, actually, we talk about it on the podcast. So Matt just said, did we see some of the spice of this from the Honest Wargamer Teams event? Actually, the Teams event, we didn't look at that. I saw that this morning on their thing. We could probably look at that next week.
Teams event?
Oh.
Yeah, he ran a Teams event on the weekend, and you go somewhere on Facebook, someone shared all the, I guess it's all formatted as Square-based, so I guess he's already, probably get it off his website too, but all the team lists are there. We were looking, Matt, we talk about it in the podcast come out tomorrow, some of the weird lists that people have been playing with. This crazy dwarf list that went around that caused a bit of controversy on the weekend.
Well, we talk about it eventually. We end up spending way too long talking.
Oh, yeah,
It's all
yeah.
describe my campaign thing. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
In our typical fashion, and then
Suddenly it's been
we're
an hour
half
and a
asleep
half
now,
later.
and I was starting to fall asleep near the end. Then I'm like, oh fuck. Yeah.
Oh, I think we all were. Yeah, I think we all were.
Con's like, shut up, guys.
The problem we have to record at 9, and it just by the time 11 o'clock comes, everyone's. And I have a meeting at 5 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday mornings.
Ouch.
So even
Every Tuesday morning.
Well, it will be at the moment for the next maybe 2 months, probably. Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. Wait, would Tuesday nights be better for you than to record?
Nah, I like this because we record and then I just go to bed and I just edit it today and get it out. I don't have to rush.
Oh yeah.
So.
Where would we be without you doing all this editing for us?
Yeah,
Well, not have a podcast. That's funny.
Yeah, but see, Gilfos, he's saying I build on my list like that even if I lose. I do not try to win tournaments. But then he wins 80% of his games. So people like you, Gilfos, are just good players. I like it. That's what he's doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just comes naturally.
Yeah.
Although you probably also have played heaps too. That's what it comes down to. Or just don't do what I do. Don't try to overthink it. And then I will get confused and then I still do the wrong things.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, that's fun. I have fun. As long as you're having fun, doesn't really matter.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, almost done. What? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20.
You've mastered it 3 times now, isn't it? Every 10 years you can do mastery of something if you do it for 10 years. For 10,000 hours.
Oh, yeah, 10,000 hours.
Yeah.
Mastery of Warhammer. What a privilege.
If you've done it for 36 years, yeah, it's pretty good.
Stick that up next to my uni stick.
Cool. Well, I'm going to have to, probably in a few minutes, man, I'll have to drop off, but you guys can.
I've only got one more guy. Nah,
cool.
I got one more guy and then I'm done. Then I need to make some lunch.
I've actually made a pretty good stab at this. Like, this does help. I reckon 2 live streams, like 2 hours, and I would have, everything's washed.
Everything's
ready
done.
for dry brushing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brush this.
Yeah. Everyone's holding us accountable.
Yeah.
Making sure Andrew's doing his hobby. Got something to talk about.
How far do you reckon you'll get on them today? Like the peg nights, Josh, or do you just do this now? Like how much hobby do you do on your Tuesdays usually?
I try to get a reasonable amount done, but yeah, I don't know how much more I'll do this afternoon.
Are you working today?
There's a finished print. No, there's a finished print.
Yeah, nice.
I've got to process from some more bloody hex tiles. So I've got to head down and print that and get another print going.
Nice.
And do some processing of that. Got to start drilling holes so I can put the little flags in the tile and that type of thing as well.
Do the flags come in that same, like, do they provide it? That what's it called? Hexa, whatever it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a pack of actual little flaggy things.
Flaggy boys.
Yeah, well, I think I don't know. I think I might get that Saturn.
Saturn 4?
Yeah.
Make the plunge.
Are you all happy with the resin? Like, have you got a set resin that you use all the time? Because I like the figures you sent me. They're pretty good. They don't seem too flimsy or anything or brittle. Or...
Yeah, that's why I use it. I like the consistency of it, the Siraya resin.
Yeah, cool. Well, I might ask you about all that stuff, but Step 1 is clean my garage up so I can actually find a place for it. That's going to be the first job.
It would be dangerous to buy a printer. It non-stop. Yes.
My daughter wants to
seems
print.
like that's the thing.
My daughter wants to get into printing stuff and sell it at school, like these Genshin figures and stuff or something.
Yeah, right.
Oh, a little industry going on.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It's like, is it unethical to teach your 15-year-old how to do all your 3D printing for you? Will it, if she does it wrong, will it kill her? As long as I don't have to do it.
That's it.
Yeah, Matt said dangerous to buy a printer. I know, that's the thing. That's what Andrew was saying at the beginning. So he's already got enough stuff that he hasn't painted, and then let alone being able to print more of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, I'll have to close this guy out. So thanks for coming on the stream. Is everyone else pretty much finishing off? Because I'll have to sort of
pretty much
have a drink and get into this meeting.
Yeah, I gotta let this dry anyway before I can.
You got to make some money to do something. Hey, so pay for this hobby.
Right.
All right.
Thanks for coming to the hobby hour, and we'll try to keep doing this every week or so. See how we get.
Yeah.
Around the same time. Awesome.
Yeah. Right. Trying to get this week.
See you guys. Thanks for coming. We'll see you in next week.
Thanks, guys.
Ciao. Bye.